Okay, this is the front door. Can we hear it? It never fails. Something's going on inside when I push the doorbell button. This little guy right here goes off. So we're wired for sound, huh? Huh. Gotta be careful about that. I didn't actually hear the doorbell button, but I know the doorbell works because it activates that little Honeywell box. Okay. Wish I had to wet the cover. Because there is a bend here, it's not 90 degrees because it's... Okay, this window isn't required to be tempered safety glass. But it is, so neat. Wooden flooring. Office study. Ceiling fans. Coming along inside of here, bathroom. Conventional shower. Showers should have a single handle to prevent accidental scalding. Okay. I don't know how that came off. We have carpet. Bedroom windows are low enough. No smoke alarm in this bedroom. This is the formal dining area next to the front door. Coming on along. This is the door that's supposed to have a self-closing spring. This is the door that swings open on its own accord. Alright, into the garage. It's garage pedestrian door. This is the laundry. And I get to drop you. But I didn't take my belt up a notch. Everybody's glad to hear that. Okay, one handle should be red, one handle should be blue. The one on the right should be blue, the one on the left should be red. It should be identifying the hot and the cold. These extra clothes right there. Three-prong electric clothes dryer, that's what we're using. I don't know if there's a gas connection. I'd be surprised to find out that it wasn't. Anyway. This will be reviewed. These videos are for my benefit, as well as yours. Okay. Windows are double pane metal frame. I was having a little bit of difficulty back when I was having trouble keeping my pants up. No GFCI in the laundry. Okay. Wasn't required when the home was built, but we don't have it. There's some of your canister equipment. All these connections and stuff are for your whole house vacuum system. It's located in the attic, which is I'm still trying to process. I'm not going to go through every receptacle on film, but the laundry's kind of tight. Just wanted to spend some time in here. We got vents coming on along. Oh, this is the east bedroom. I haven't spent just a whole bunch of time in here yet. You shouldn't have bare light bulbs in closed closets. Okay. And there's the air return. Again, wooden floor and carpet. We also have another bathroom here. Vent. This bathroom has a GFCI. I'll go back to the other bathroom. I don't really remember offhand separate handles before. The gasket seems to be in pretty good shape. The other commode for the west bathroom was a slow fill. This one's a little faster. I'll try and end up back over there. The thing with a slow fill, these are Fluid Master fill valves, ball cocks if you will, and they have a little saucer gasket in there. When it gets hard, then they don't fill very fast, and it's a very inexpensive fix even if you rebuilt it. Got some cracked floor tile here. Refrigerators are beyond the scope. Trash compactors are beyond the scope. Okay, this is a convection oven with broil. We're sitting here at 350 for both of them. Oven light, so that's good. Over here, that's an outlet. So that's an outlet box. And when that box was installed, it was framed for sheetrock. It wasn't framed for tile. So now we have a gap right there. We have a gap in there that compromises the fire blocking. And they sell these little things called goof rings. They cost about $1, really. And they slide right in, and they provide the fire blocking that you need to do that. This is very common. But I find it all the time. Flat cooktop. I don't have the instructions here, okay? So we have to rely on the manufacturer. I mean, we can't rely on the manufacturer's specifications, which supersedes code. We have to rely on code. Actually, we don't, but I am for today. Usually, I bother to. In this case, but this corner shouldn't be any closer to this cooktop than 24 inches according to code. Alright, some manufacturers say that this corner shouldn't be any closer to the cooktop than 35 inches, but we don't have the manufacturer specifications. Alright, so then we got this is the vent. You see there, you got a flashing plate, but see all that cloth tape? We have it in the attic as well. You should not have cloth tape on your vent fan. It's wired correctly underneath. I was already underneath there. Let's see, while we're at it, lights come on. Alright, and then I'll operate the microwave. Trash compactors are beyond the scope of the inspection. Okay, that being said, it's an old man. We don't have a liner, we don't have a canister. Air freshener canister. It seems to run, good luck with that. Over here, this is called a foul line, F-O-U-L. Alright? It should cascade down like this. You shouldn't have that foul line there. There's a lot of them. But you're not supposed to, because that's where all the bacteria and the cooties hide. F-O-U-L, foul line. This food waste disposal, it's 3/4 horsepower, I believe. There's the stopper. There's the strainer. It's underneath here. The plumbing looks pretty much straightforward. It's an interesting arrangement we have here. So I'll just go with that. There's a board that's been bolted in that holds the sink up instead of using the clips. It's one of the better adaptations I've seen. It's not exactly what the manufacturer specifies, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Dishwasher, the anti-siphon has a loop that comes up and touches the bottom of the sink, which is sufficient. This is GFCI receptacle, protected receptacle outlets, receptacles, the cover plates, they should be noted. It should say GFCI protected. Everybody takes those stickers off. But over here, on the left side of the cooktop, okay, on the south side of the cooktop, these are not GFCI protected. And the island is not GFCI protected. And the dishwasher is not GFCI protected. And when this home was built, those were not required to be GFCI protected. The dishwasher was not required to be GFCI protected when the home was built. Okay, we've got pantries and closets. I think I already pointed out that cracked floor tile. Okay, I'm not seeing much in the way of lights in any of these closets. The only light I saw was, well, there's a light right there, and I take that back. I'm seeing a few lights, but I haven't seen an exposed light bulb except in the east bedroom closet. Back to carpet. No smoke alarms. No smoke alarms. The only smoke alarm is in that one bedroom. All right. No carbon monoxide alarms. Thermostats should not be located in bedrooms because you close this door and then you created a perfect inside living environment. You step outside of the door and these people might be cold or hot or whatever. It's convenient that they're in here, and I get that, but technically that's a foul. Coming on along, the ceiling fan in the master bathroom. It might be close, but I don't think it's 8 feet to the shower. I think that's an acceptable application. When you see organic substance in the fluids, when you see this stuff on the air supply registers, I saw a little bit in the other room. When you see that went through your coils. Your coils look worse than that. You have dirty coils. If that's what your air registers look like, that's your coils look worse than that. Coming on along, those are closets. Kind of interesting closets, because they're separate, but it's the same space. So this must be a heater or something. That's that big tub that I saw in the attic. I'll see what I can do about getting that thing to operate, or exactly what it is. It has a light in the middle of it. So what am I missing here? Vent, light, heat, night light. Okay, so we have a heater. It's an electric heater right there. Then we have these side lights. There's a skylight here somewhere. That's not it. But those are side lights. And the shower has some interesting features here. It has one single handle and a temperature control. So unlike the other showers, this one is acceptable. I'm going to operate it here shortly. There's another commode. And since that's a heater and a vent fan, that vents into the attic. That puppy vents into the attic. This vent fan, it looks like it's the only one that actually vents to the exterior. I could be wrong about that, but I think that one does. The others, I know, don't. And this one does not either. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Coming along master bedroom windows, this is the master fireplace. Some light on the subject. This is the area, and the ceilings all look good. This is the area where I saw the rain buckets, and I had the tarps that were laid out over the insulation. This fireplace does not have a spark arrestor screen. It does not have a safety front. It's got artificial gas logs. This hearth extension, I'm going to measure it, but it looks like it's shy of 24 inches. There's the gas key, which is present. And while I'm here, why not? Let's get a little more in depth. Get my crunches in. Okay, this damper has not been modified to keep it from closing 100% to make it foolproof. Alright, it'd be nice to put a parch coat inside of that chimney. And really what I wanted to see was the lintels. The lintels look like they're in pretty good shape. It's usually a sore spot for me, but not a sore spot, but it's a gimme. Kind of like the foul lines in the kitchen. You're going to find the goof rings. Little things like that, you're just going to find them. I'm not discounting my inspections, but all this smaller diminished stuff is pretty routine. You see it in a lot of construction. It's just a way of life. So it doesn't make that it's right, but it's not rare. Again, hearth extension is going to measure it. This fireplace does have spark arrestor screens. This fireplace does have energy saving glass fronts. By the way, the glass fronts are not required. And over here we have some cracked floor tile. And my first impression is that this dips down. Okay, and even, you know, my mind, I've convinced myself that it dips down. But measuring the floor gradually comes down, and then it actually comes up here. It actually comes up, and so that's what I'm seeing. Okay, I mean, that's what I'm measuring. And speaking of measuring, because this is a split system, I'm going to have to do some down and dirty calculations when I get back to my home office. All right, but so far I can't tell if there's 2 inches of floor height elevation differential. So this isn't level, but it's not drastic. Okay, that's not what I'm measuring, and that's just a guideline. Okay, I use guidelines. I'm a home inspector. All right, that is the key for this fireplace, and I'll do my crunches on that one in a little bit. And I just kind of want to make this convenient. A lot of storage. This is the other thermostat. This is the front door. You come in, and the thermostat's right here before you go into the living room. A lot of times these interior tours aren't quite as exciting as like an attic tour, the exterior tours. But that's good. That's good. We don't need a lot of unnecessary drama. We just need to know what's going on. Okay. Speaking of going on. 2 bedrooms. Two bedroom closets have unprotected luminaries in them. This one's a fluorescent. It should have a protective prism cover like the ones in the garage. That one also should have a protective prism cover. And we're back in this bathroom, pretty close to the front door. And the point I was trying to make